LabVIEW comes pre-packaged with several styles of controls. Some of them are like modern controls, next-gen style controls, silver controls, system controls, classic controls, and then you can download and install several libraries of other controls from other vendors using VI package manager. But sometimes we need a control that is too specific to be found anywhere else. That's where customization of controls comes in. Let's create a new project, a new VI, and a new folder to contain them. Press finish, save the project. Let's create a new folder for it. Let's create a new VI. And let's save it as well. To make a race car track, let's go to the classic palette and select a horizontal slide. Let's right click it and convert it to a type def. Let's right click it again and open the type def. Let's customize this part of the horizontal slide and replace it with a car. Click this wrench, right click the part you want to change and use this option, import from file at same size. Choose the picture that you have already imported. Change the size of the car. Let's save our blue car. First convert it to a strict type def, then save it. Let's close it. Change the blue car to an indicator. Now let's create our competitor yellow car. Make type def, open type def, yellow car, increase the size, turn it into a strict type def, save it, change it to an indicator. Let's create a signal for our race. Go to properties, let's keep the on color to green and the off color, let's change it to red. Let's modify the text that is shown on the signal. Enable this option, keep this on. Let's change it to go, and let's change the red one to stop. Click OK. Now let's create a status indicating string indicator. Let's choose from classic, string and path, then simple string. Let's hide its label. Now to remove this surrounding square, let's make it transparent. Press Ctrl, Shift and right click. Choose this brush icon, right click on the part that you want to make transparent and then choose transparent. As you see, our indicator is now no longer available. Let's turn back our cursor to automated mode. Let's rearrange our front panel before we start coding the VIs. Let's turn off the label. Now the string indicator that we had turned transparent is no longer visible. Let's find it by double clicking it on the block diagram. Let's move it to a convenient place. Let's create a type def that we will be using in our state machine. Let's turn it into a type def. Let's edit its items. Let's save it. Now let's create the code for our VI, which will be based on a state machine. Let's rename these controls and call this slide as blue car, this one yellow car, let's create a while loop, then let's create a case structure, let's run this loop at 500 millisecond. Let's connect this states enum to our case selector. Add case for every value. Let's add a few shift registers to contain some values. We will be needing about 3 of those, 4 of those. This will also be a shift register to contain the states for the state machine. The first shift register is for the blue car. Second one is for yellow car. Next one we will initialize as false. And also we will not be closing this loop in this case, and the rest of the loops cases will also use false unless we specify which one we want to close the loop. Let's turn this, initialize this with empty string. Let's create a local for this. And initialize it to false. So our this should have been our initialized case. So let's switch it. Now it looks fine. Let's now proceed to our idle state. From initialize, we'll go to idle. This will be an event based. It will wait for an event to take place, which will be value change here. Let's turn it into a control, and from here, once this button is pressed, we'll go to the run state. Let's continue these shift registers we already created. Now let's create another event to handle panel close event. That's discarded. Now let's create code for our run state. Now let's create the done state. Let's pass these tunnels through. Let's go to the quit state next. Now let's go and create our quit state. Let's pass these tunnels through. Let's close this loop when we reach this state. So let's see how our VI works. Let's start the race. Racing has begun. Yellow car is leading. You could work a bit to remove this background and turn it into transparent. It would look better. So looks like the yellow car has won and the program has now quit. So that's how you can create your own custom controls.